Hello and welcome into the Danny Sancomb Show. I'm your host, Matt Kiefer. With me here is Coach after a big win last night over Mercyhurst. We'll get to that in a minute. But it's hard to believe, Coach, we only have one more game left in the regular season. And it doesn't seem that long ago. We were talking Thanksgiving, preseason a little bit, and then Christmas, and then basically a COVID shutdown for a lot of teams. And now we're one game left.
It's crazy when you hit that from January to the end of February, how fast things go, especially when you're playing 3 times a week. It just really moves along, and here we are, last game of the season.
Okay, so again, we'll reflect back on here. Last time we spoke was leading into the Clarion contest. It was a game here at home. Again, seemingly is the case of every game here on Saturdays at Cal U this year. We always had a little bit of adventure between power outage. Clarion had some trouble getting here in the gym with some vehicle problems and things on the interstate. Just one of those things, another hiccup on the road, can't keep in your routine, but finding a way to delay the game, no big deal. The guys came out and played well.
Yeah, it was. We started at 4 o'clock, back-to-back weeks. Due to different issues, but our guys responded well. I think the Clarion game, our defense was really good. We gave up 60 points. We held them to a very low field goal percentage, and we were very good offensively. It was one of those games we were clicking, we were making shots, we were making good plays, getting in the lane, and when we score 90 points, we're going to be hard to beat.
And again, it seems like it's almost ad nauseum. Every week we're on here, at least one game a week, we talk about all 5 guys in double digits. And the starters is exactly what you like to see in an offense, passing the ball. And then Phil there with 23 and 11 in the game. It's another double-double from him.
Yeah, we're at our best like that, and we have so many guys that can set the table. Obviously, Brent, gets guys a lot of easy baskets, but, Preston and Zion are really good at making plays, for other guys as well. Obviously, Phil, finishing on the perimeter and inside was very, very good against Clarion, and Keith Palak has been really good for us the entire year.
Yeah, and in that contest, you talked about they pulling Clarion down. They only shot 9 of 35 in the first half. Jumped out to almost a 20-point halftime lead, and anytime you have that with the kind of offense the Vulcans have this year, you're pretty comfortable with that kind of lead.
Yeah, like I said, I think when we're holding teams to that low field goal percentage, to be up 20 points at half is a very good place for us. But when we're locked in defensively, we are hard to score on. We can keep the ball in front, and we can force teams to take contested shots, possession after possession. So we did a really good job of that in the first half.
In a lot of highlights here, we're seeing a lot of guys right around the rim, had almost 50 points in that game inside the paint. So it's taking high percentage shots and then converting them once they're inside.
Yeah, and I think, we're able to get some good post-up touches with Phil and Keith, but we also get a lot of dribble penetration for drop-offs or short little shots in the lane, and we did a really good job with that, of executing that. When you score 50 points in the paint, that's always a big bonus. You're going to shoot a high percentage when you're taking those type of shots.
And one of those things, too, the guys being smart on defense, too, only allowing 9 total free throws by Clarion's probably got to be one of the season lows there. So seeing the guys being able to play aggressive on defense, but also playing smart, not making a lot of fouls.
Yeah, and we try to emphasize that, we don't want to foul. Sometimes we have tendency to foul some three-point shooters, and sometimes we have some silly fouls. We were pretty consistent keeping them off the line, which is a good thing.
So that was, again, on Saturday, and that one day off preparation for a big game. I know you say they're all big, but again, this part of the season, playing for regional rankings, playing for standings in the PSAC West, coming back with Slippery Rock on Monday, a team that was one of those things that if you see them again in the tournament, you're definitely going to be they're a scary team with the way they can score and just that whole makeup of the roster. Yeah,
they got a good basketball team. They're well coached. When they make shots, they can beat anybody. So. They made some tough shots. I thought, after watching the film, I was a little bit down on our defense that night after the game. But after I watched the film, they made some difficult shots, and they beat us. I don't think we gave them the game. I think they beat us. They played better than we did. Obviously, we had some struggles offensively shooting the basketball, which hurt, but our guys kept competing and competing and competing, and we were able to tie it up at 65-65, and then I think they went on an 8-0 run to go up 73-65, and then I think we cut it to 2 points at that point in time, and we just couldn't get over the hump. It was a game where I didn't think we played great, but our competitive nature kept us in the basketball game.
Yeah, they had 2 guys, Frankie Hughes and Tyler Frederick, both go almost for 25 points and hit a lot of three-pointers there. In the first half, they hit 7 of 12. So like one of those things, in the first half, you guys were right there with them, but that's actually saying a lot when they're shooting so well from three-point land in the first half.
Yeah, and like I said, Hughes is a really good shooter. I think he's leading the PSAC in 3 points made, and you can't give him good looks. And he made some tough ones, but he did get some good looks. So if we see them again, we have to really make him work to get good looks. And then Frederick's just a good player inside out, and he got it going, and we just had trouble guarding him all night.
In that contest there, you had 16 offensive rebounds. That's a number you're probably, as a coach, you're thrilled to see that high of a number, especially against a team like Cypriot that rebounds the ball so well. I know Frederick's one of the top offensive rebounders in the country, but getting 21 second chance points, it just shows the guys working even if the shot isn't falling on the first time. Keep going and keep after it and try to get that second chance points.
Yeah, they played a ton of zone, which, when you're not making shots, which we didn't, you really got to get on the glass. And we did a better job in the second half being able to get on the glass and convert against them, against their zone. And it was really our best offense in the second half, is just going to get it off the glass.
Yeah, it's in the second half they're trying to work back that deficit. The thing that was really difficult was Slippery Rock 18 of 21 from the free throw line. I mean, you're trying to get threes, but they're not falling. You're getting a two, but then they're going right back down and hitting 2 free throws just because they're making it almost automatic there. It makes it really difficult to try to cut back when a team's that efficient at the line.
Yeah, and we got down, and obviously we were trying to keep the game going, so we were fouling, and they never broke stride. I think they missed 2 foul shots down the stretch, and they made foul shot after foul shot. And that's what I get back to saying, sometimes you just get beat. I think we could make some adjustments if we play them again, offensively and defensively, but they were the better team that night, and they beat us. They kicked our butt.
Well, again, there were some adjustments definitely made. We'll take a quick break here and take a look at those adjustments from last night's victory over the Lakers. We'll be right back.
Get it, slip it, cuff it, check it. Talk to doctor now and share it.
Get it, slip it, cuff it, check it. High blood pressure silently affects millions of Americans. Staying on top of your blood pressure is as simple as these 4 easy steps. Self-monitoring is power. Visit manageyourbp.org to learn more.
Hello, welcome back into the Danny Sancomb Show. My name is Matt Keifer, Sports Information Director here at CalU, and with me is Coach Sancomb here on a Thursday after a big win last night facing Mercyhurst, a top 25 team all year long basically. Both times we faced them. A big monumental test for the team, especially coming back after the loss on Monday night.
Yeah, I think all of us were disappointed about Monday's loss, and when you have such a quick turnaround, you can't hold your head down for long because Mercyhurst is a great basketball team, really hard to guard. I think they are the best passing team in our league. They share the ball well, so they're hard to guard. They got guys that can break you down. They run a ton of different sets. So a quick turnaround is not what you want ideal or which is ideal for them. But our guys really responded. We had a good work. We put in good work on Tuesday, and then we were able to go out there and perform. And thought our defense, especially down the stretch, was what won the game for us.
Yeah, we take a look here. This is the pregame ceremony with Senior Day for 2 special seniors you've known for a long time, seen those guys grow. So I'm sure it's quite touching for you to see those guys at least be able to get that victory on Senior Day, no matter who it was against.
Absolutely. So proud of Brent and Preston. They are 2 guys that have bought in, 2 guys that have worked extremely hard, 2 guys that have had unbelievable careers, and can't say enough about those guys and how much they've done for our program here at Cal. And I'm really going to miss those 2 guys next year. They're just a lot of fun to coach, and really neat to watch how much they've grown over their careers.
Yeah, in this game here, you'll see a lot of Philip Olson. Again, had a monster night. Keith Palak, Brent Pegram, those 2 guys, those 3 really kept you in the contest the whole way before it came down. Phil finished the game with 38 points, a career high. Shot 14 and 25 from the floor and 8 from the 12 from the free throw line. But Phil was almost all over the contest there on offense for the Vulcans, keeping guys in it until some of the buckets started draining from other guys.
Phil was ready to play. He was locked in, and when he's locked in, he's as good as any player in the country, and he was great offensively. He post deep. He was physical when he was posting. He had the ability, stepped out, was 2 for 3 from the 3. Was just locked in for us. He went and got it off the glass as well and was able to score on offensive rebounds. And just, we needed all 38 points from him, and he really stepped up. And then obviously Brent was great. I think he was 8 of 13, really consistent, distributed the ball well. We had to put the ball in Brent's hands a lot when you play Mercyhurst because how they defend, and he was able to make plays the entire game, which was great. And then Keith Pallick, he's been great for us the entire year. For him, he was very efficient offensively, scored for us, rebounded for us, blocked 2 shots, had a big game. And obviously Zion gutted it out, hurt his ankle, played great defense for us. Didn't get as many looks as we would like for him to get, as well as with Preston. But those 2 guys really did a great job defending for us as well.
I mean, Collins was matched up most of the night with McIntosh, an all-conference caliber player. He actually shot 4 of 17. That just tells you right there. I mean, we talked about Armani Foster with IUP being able to be forced to some bad percentage shots, and Zion doing it again last night against an elite player in the conference. Yeah,
I feel like Zion's been probably the best 2-way perimeter player in our league all year. He's always, matched up with the top scorer for our opponent, and he's relished in that role. He's been very, very good at it, and he just has all the capabilities of being a great defender. He's got great instincts. He's very intelligent, super long. He's quick off the ground, and he makes it hard for people to score. And he's been very, very, very important to our defense this year.
In that victory, I know the highlights are over there, but I think Mercier scored their last bucket with like 5:53. They hit a couple free throws with about 2 or 3 seconds left. But for your defense to be able to shut them down, not even let them get on the board at all, that was pivotal late in the game. A lot of forced, tough looks there at the end. They had one open 3 in the corner, but luckily it rimmed out. But just overall, you had to be super satisfied with your defense, shutting them down literally with no points for almost 6 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's why we won the game for sure. They shot the ball so well, and they got good looks, and they're a good shooting team, and they executed on offense. And I think probably they probably made 7 or 8 threes in the first 10 minutes of the second half. And then I thought after that point we did a better job defending the 3 against them. And we really defended the 2. They didn't get many layups, which was great. They earned every basket they got, especially in the second half after about the 10-minute mark. So real happy with that. Guys were where they were supposed to be. Guys were locked in, understanding personnel. And we had to play great defense if we wanted to win that game.
Yeah, and again, at this point in the season, reached the 20-win mark for the first time since 2007, 2008. And I texted you as well and let you know the idea of Mercyhurst is the first time we've ever swept Mercyhurst. It's an incredibly tough place to play. Won a couple times over the years at home, but first time getting the sweep since they joined the league in 08-09. So, again, finding a way to get the traction because, again, this week was the second week of regional rankings, and Cal U and Mercyhurst, among other teams in the PSAC, are right here in it. You see a flip at the top there. IEP West Liberty was flipped last week. West Liberty, I know you coach. You saw that overtime victory at Fairmont State. Fairmont's an incredibly tough place to win, so that's a huge win. A lot of people were kind of surprised at that initial switch, but given that huge victory, not surprised. But a lot of PSAC West teams represented there in that screen.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, our league and our side is by far the best in the country. It's incredible how competitive our league is, and obviously Slippery Rock handled us on Monday. They're a really good basketball team. They're a team that can beat anybody on any given night. Gannon's a really good basketball team. Obviously Mercyhurst, IUP, and Pitt Johnstown are big time basketball programs, and we're working our way up there. And I think on the right night we play our game, we feel like we can beat anybody. And I know a lot about West Liberty. They're got a great program. Fairmont, we obviously played this year in a close game. Millersville is right there as well in the East, who we played as well. So there's a lot of familiarity with us with these teams, and our region's got to be one of the best regions in the country for sure.
I mean, you planned it that way, but you played Charleston in a tip-off tournament. Now they're regionally ranked. You played Shippensburg, not as a mandated game, but as a game just you two coaches agreed on, and those are 2 victories for Vulcans that definitely have helped that strength of schedule and 2 huge in-region victories.
Yeah, I got to imagine our strength of schedule's got to be as good as anybody in the country, and we thought we were going to have a good basketball team this year, and we wanted to test ourselves early so we would be prepared late in the season in the conference. And can't say enough about our schedule, because you look at it, we've played I think 9 or 10 games with teams that are ranked in our region or another region. And Franklin Pierce is second, I think, in their region who we beat as well. So those games have helped us along the way and made us a better basketball team.
And again, that's just a regional perspective. We still have the PSAC West to talk about. One game left in the regular season. Only really position clinched so far is IUP's guaranteed the one spot, but there's still a lot of the determined between 2, 3, and 4 there. Mercyhurst, UPJ, Cal U, still fighting for that spot of getting that home game on Monday or by the Wednesday. And Sleepy Rock, as we saw on Monday, they're a tough team to match up with in the tournament.
Absolutely. So, our focus is just winning one game at a time. Whoever we play, whenever we play, we'll be ready to go out there and give our best effort. But, we can't look past, Gannon, and we got to go up there Saturday and be ready to play if we want to get the result we want to get. And then we'll worry about Monday on Monday,
Again, Gannon's a very tough place to play as well. I know it's going to be their senior day, more than likely. It's going to be a very busy gym. So again, best of luck to the Vulcans as they head up and close out the season, regular season this weekend. Saturday at Erie, in Erie against Gannon. You can follow the game on CUTV and also the PSAC Digital Network, and check out calvulcans.com afterwards for all the updates for the upcoming PSAC tournament next week. For Coach Danny Sancomb, I'm Matt Kiefer. Thanks for watching.